today is Thursday, June 26th, 2025. So yesterday was my payday, today is no payday, right? But my spirit is high and it's a little bit cloudy and drizzling, sprinkling on and off this morning. And the scenery is very good, but the humidity is very high. Tonight I will be traveling down to Gwangju, my hometown, to meet my family and acquaintances and friends, and I'll stay there for 3 days and come back to Seoul on Sunday evening, late evening, right, around 11 p.m. As soon as I come back, I will just hit the sack and go to sleep. I like sleeping, right? Yesterday I attended some seminar about TPN, right? And there was a Kernel company, right? Kernel, KNRL, from America, I think, or UK. He speaks good English, right? I think Mr. Tahir is originally from the UK, but he seems to live in the States, probably California, and he gave some interview panel. He said in a panel about TP in the future and technology and the regulations and concerns. So let's find out. He mentioned the GDPR, right? But I didn't know what the GDPR is. Of course, I was one of the audience, of course. So he didn't ask the question directly to me, but he rather asked the question to the panelists sitting next to him, right? He said, does GDPR apply here in Korea too? And says, yeah. The panelists said GDPR applies to Korea. Probably not sure if that's true, but similar privacy protection clauses are here in Korea. So let's find out what GDPR is. GDPR stands for the General Data Protection Regulation. It is a European Union law that governs how organizations handle the personal data of individuals within the EU. It sets out guidelines for the collection, processing, storage, and transfer of personal data. The GDPR aims to strengthen and unify data protection for all individuals within the EU. Here's a more detailed explanation. Scope. GDPR applies to organizations that possess the personal data of individuals within the EU, regardless of whether the organization is located in the EU, right? So Samsung, for example, if it wants to do business in Europe, it needs to follow GDPR even though it is not an EU organization. Key principles. GDPR is built on several key principles, including lawfulness, fairness, transparency. Data processing must be lawful, fair, and transparent to the individual. Purpose limitation. Data should only be collected for specified, explicit, and legitimate purposes. Data minimization. Only necessary data should be collected and retained. Accuracy. Personal data must be accurate and kept up to date. Storage limitation. Data should not be kept longer than necessary. Integrity and confidentiality. Data must be processed securely to prevent unauthorized access and loss and damage. Accountability. Organizations are responsible for demonstrating a compliance with the GDPR. Individual rights. GDPR grants individuals specific rights regarding their personal data, including right to access. Individuals can request access to their personal data. Right to rectification. Individuals can request that inaccurate data be corrected. Right to erasure. Individuals can request that their data be deleted. Right to be forgotten, right? Erasure. They've heard of the word before, right? It's the noun for erase, right? Right to erasure. Erasure. Individuals can request that their data be deleted. Right to be forgotten. Right to restrict processing. Individuals can request that the processing of their data be limited. Right to data portability. Individuals can request that their data be transferred to another service provider. Right to object. Individuals can object to the processing of their data, including for profiling purposes. Enforcement. GDPR is enforced by data protection authorities in each EU member state. Organizations that violate GDPR can face significant fines. Right to object. Right to data portability. Right to restrict processing. Right to erasure. Right to rectification. Right to access. Accountability, integrity, confidentiality, storage limitation, accuracy, data minimization, purpose limitation, lawfulness, fairness, and transparency. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening. Have a wonderful Thursday.